G'day everyone, Kent from Kent's Paint Shack, back with you again with another update. Obviously this one's kind of quick after the last one. I'm doing a bit of painting at the moment. So just a quick go through of what's on the painting desk. At the moment I have 10mm Romans from Gripping Beast that I'm working on. I'd kind of put them aside, but I'm kind of getting those done, and then I have Parthian Army that I need to do. They're both commission work. I've just finished some Lancastrian War of the Roses figures. They're all Perry, a couple of artillery pieces, about 6 cavalry, and the rest are foot. They're not on this video, even though these are like Lancastrians again. But this is the first block. That's the second block. Actually, these might be Yorkists. We shall see. Anyway, and then I have another lot that I'm just about to base up and spray paint another batch of Lancastrians. So yeah, I think this video is Yorkists, guys. Hey, it's all good. So yeah, painting is busy. When I can, I manage to get a couple of my own figures, the Joan of Arc one. So I did the Executioner yesterday, who has like a donkey with just bits and pieces and an axe and stuff. So he's kind of a cool wee dude. He's done. I'm really just enjoying painting at the moment. The weather is all over the place here in New Zealand. 30 degrees yesterday. My paint was drying on my brush. Today it's probably about 14 degrees and it's raining. Who knows what tomorrow will be, so I'll be back up there in the painting room soon, doing a bit more work, and then I need to wait for some transfers for these 10mm Romans. I've done four little legions, because there's not much on 10mm, 4 of them with their shield transfers, but there wasn't enough for the rest of them, so got to wait for those. So yeah, and that's about it. So yeah, these Perry Knights are real cool. I think I've got about 16 horsemen in this next batch after the ones that I'm just finishing off. I'm running out of grass tufts. I got a year's worth of grass tufts, and I'm kind of running low on supplies, and the old cash balance is a bit tight. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do there. And I had a box arrived. I contacted a guy he started selling some stuff, and I've dealt with him before, and I said to him, oh, what have you got? And he had some Arabs and French Foreign Legion, about 23 camels and donkeys with machine guns and all kinds of bits and pieces. So they're like a true 25mm, so a little bit smaller than some of the ones that come out these days, but they look a real nice quality. I haven't opened the box yet, so I might even put the video camera on it and open it up and see what it is later. But it should be just something a little bit different, and I'm going to base them up singly for some kind of skirmish game. I'll have to have a look and see what I can find, but having both sides is about 70 to 80 French Foreign Legion and about the same of the Arabs. So it should be quite interesting. So lots of stuff coming up. That's about it. So without further ado, let's get into these miniatures. And as I always say when I say that, I say, hey, if you haven't subscribed, please do. And I love your comments and stuff. So don't just comment and say, oh, I love your stuff. If you've, well, you can. That would be nice. But if you've got any questions, like if there's a colour, or if there's like how do you do this or how do you do that, I'll make videos to sort that out. And one day I will get back to doing live painting. I've just had a few issues with my camera and other bits and pieces, and it's mainly with the audio. So I need to get that sorted before I do it again, because I don't want to do a rubbish job. So hey, let's get on to what I think are the Yorkists. Let's go. Okie dokie. So as I said, these guys are Perry plastics. And I don't glue them together. I actually, like the guy that I'm painting for, I just said, look, can you glue them together? I hate gluing plastics. So they just arrive all ready to go. In the odd case, I've noticed that there's like different shoulders. You might put an arm on that has a shoulder pad, and he will put an arm on that doesn't have a shoulder pad. So that can be a little bit interesting when you're trying to paint them, and actually trying to make them look good. But generally, I'm really enjoying painting these guys. As I said in one of the other videos, I had quite a few boxes of these, probably about 5 boxes, I think two cav and 3 foot, and I was like, oh, I'll never do these. Too many bits to glue, and can't be bothered. And I sold them, and now that I'm actually painting them up, I'm kind of regretting that, because I'm really enjoying doing it and doing the livery and all that kind of stuff. But these guys are all Yorkists. There is in amongst here hiding one Lancastrian who, he's probably not very popular being in here, but we'll soon find him. I think he's coming up real soon. There he is. Yeah, so this guy is actually a metal figure, and he was actually quite nice to paint. Quite nice. I quite enjoyed him. So I will make sure that I paint a few of his friends up to go with him. So he's got some mates to battle against these Lancastrians. No, sorry, I said it again. To battle against these Yorkists. I'm losing my mind. So yeah, I tried to have a look at different kinds of livery. But what I didn't realise in the game that we're actually doing here is that you need 12 of each. And I don't know if I've done that quite right. I've done a few different kinds, but we shall see. The guy is pretty good, and what will probably happen is you'll send a few more, and I'll just paint more figures. But yeah, I love painting cavalry. It's one of my favourite things to do, and for some reason, when you split the colours on these guys to do their livery, they just pop to life. And everyone knows Perry do fabulous horses. The horses are stunning. The only ones other than Perry that I kind of like, I like these days, I like the Vitrix ones as well. I just don't like how easy the fine points on the riders and things can snap. So, but horses, they Perry and Vitrix do really nice horses. So yeah, I've really enjoyed doing these, and as I said, there's 6 in the next video after this. Which I'll take photographs this afternoon, and then I'll be basing up another 16 horses ready to go. So yeah, I'm just kind of painting all the time at the moment. The old commission work is rocking along. It's a bit easier when that's the only work that you're doing. I am looking for a part-time job to go along with it, but until that happens, hey, if you need some painting done, and you're in New Zealand, or you don't mind sending them to New Zealand, I'm quite happy to paint. Yeah, hey, anyway, it's not really about that. It's about more and more cavalry. So what I've done here is I've tried to take them from different views, just in case you're like, okay, I'd like to see how these figures are painted. I like looking online at other people's work and going, oh, okay, what's it like? And then sometimes you'll go, oh, I can't see it from the back. What's the back like? Or what's the side like? So I'm trying to take photos so you've got plenty of views of how you do it. Yeah. So there's one rider here that was on a black horse, which I haven't actually taken the shots of, simply because I'd left some woolly fluff bits on the base, because I'd actually packed them, and then I had to unpack them to take the photographs because I'd forgotten, and it just didn't look good, so I didn't keep it in there. But yeah, livery's cool to do, and it's actually not that hard. I must admit, I'm not super good at doing like some of the guys are amazing at the high detail they put into their livery. I just try to make it as good as I can, and my clients seems really pleased with it. So yeah. And as I said, if you've got any questions, if you're like, oh, how do you paint that green, or what colours do you use to make that horse the way it is, for the socks or the tail, all that kind of stuff. I have done some videos in the past already, so if you look down through my list of stuff, you'll see. But if I haven't, I'm quite happy to pass the knowledge along. This channel is not about holding on to what I know. It's about helping others to do exactly the same, because that's what the hobby's about. So, hey, take care, guys, and enjoy. Cheers. Bye.